We'll take Shadari and go and sit.
Hare Krishna. Sankirtan Narottam Prabhu ki jai. Sankirtan Narottam Prabhu Tattavadhane Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Okay, go and sit there.
See, you bought it.
No, this is Mataji's.
This Prabhu, this Prabhu.
உனக்கு நம்ம வாங்கணும்.
ஆமா இன்னைக்கு போலாம் நாளைக்கு
இல்லை இன்னைக்கு வர சொன்னாங்க 8 மணி வரை 9 மணி வரைக்கும் தந்துருப்போம் வாங்க அப்படின்னாங்க.
ஆமா இன்னைக்கு ரொம்ப வெரைட்டி வேற எடுத்து வச்சிருக்காரு வெளியே. நான் கேட்டேன் இன்னைக்கு காலையில பிரபு நீங்கள் எங்களை வர சொன்னீங்க, நான் போன வாட்டி வெரைட்டியே இல்லை, இப்போ நீங்கள் கண்டிப்பாக வெரைட்டிலாம் எடுத்து வைக்கணும், நாங்கள் வரோம் திரும்ப நான் உங்களை கூப்பிட்டு வரோம். சரி ஓகே எடுத்து வச்சுட்டு இன்னைக்கு நம்ம முன்னாடி எடுத்து வச்சிருக்காரு.
Mataji, anything to be offered? Where is Jayaprada Mataji? Okay, can you please go and sit in the corner? I'll come.
Please, family ki jai.
Prabhu,
Family ki jai.
Prabhupada family ki jai.
क्या
प्रभु
ऑफरिंग
जगन्नाथ ऑफर करके वापस
बैक
बैक.
కొంచెం గంటి మాలర్కి ఎడుతారా ప్రభు?
प्रभु okay, go and sit. प्रभु கொடுங்க கொடுங்க ஆஃபர் பண்ணுங்க.
பிரபு ஜெகநாத் டாலருக்கு அதுவும் வாங்கலாமா?
இல்ல அது இது ஆஃபர் பண்ண போதும். Hey, 1 minute. Okay, please move 1 minute. Prabhu, Avadut Prabhu. Sorry.
selfie no selfie
Only for Jagannath, no selfie. Okay, let's go and sit. Continue the story.
and then I see
No problem. Prabhu, okay. நாங்கள் உட்காந்து கதை சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
இன்னும் முடிக்கலையா?
இப்போ ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கோம்.
நாங்கள் படிக்கிறோமா ஆரம்பிக்கவா?
கதை கேட்டுட்டு போயிடுங்க.
நாங்கள் சீமந்தினி தேவி முடிச்சுட்டு இங்கே வந்துடுவா.
சரி ஓகே ஓகே quickly ஹரி போல். So, I'll continue the story. So then, the worship of Jagannath was neglected. The worship of Jagannath was neglected for a long time, and this whole area was uninhabited. Later, there was a devotee who was going from this area called Pratik Chatterjee. So, don't show your back to the Lord. Sit. So, and as he was going via this area, he heard a sound. I am very thirsty. Give me. I am very thirsty.
Then he got locked and he was asking for the person to skull.
That and all finished. After that, I told you.
He got eyesight, he slept.
And then his family came, they offended, and
From his family.
and then the whole village was, got plague, and many of them died, the others went away. The whole worship was neglected. So later, there was a devotee, Pratik Chatterjee, was going via this area, and he heard this voice. There is a big story actually how he heard the voice. Today we have very little short time, so I'll tell a shorter story. So he heard this sound, I am very thirsty. I am very thirsty. A devotee, a boy who was going via this area. He was really scared. He thought it may be some ghost or something. But he persistently heard that. So he went, there was what you call anthill. You know, from the anthill he heard the voice. So he poured some water and ran away. He used to play here with his friends and he heard the sound, so he gave some water and went away. How the pujari says the story is, actually it was his sister who came and gave the water. But anyway, one person from the family gave water. Then again he heard the sound that next day that I am very hungry. So then he told the story. He came with the villagers and he cleared the anthill. And whether you believe it or not, inside the anthill was Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. If you can think about it, if any wood is there in an anthill which is made of termital, it's not even an anthill, termital, it wouldn't have survived. There is no way. But this Jagannath was inside the termital for 300 years, nothing happened to him. So then they cleared the whole thing and they made a small hut temple and they used to worship Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra there. And then there are hundreds of pastimes that happened during his time. He has told many pastimes. Like for example, he used to say that he was very poor. They were very poor. So they didn't know how to organize the prasha bhoga for the Lord. But he used to say that every time when there was no money, some or other, the exact amount of money needed to make the bhoga, the Lord will arrange. Right? So like that. So he served the deity for a long time. And then later he got a dream in which Jagannath said, you can hand me over to ISKCON devotees. Because he was becoming old. He was thinking, who will take care of Mataji, don't show your back. So he was thinking, who will take care of the deities? And so Jagannath told him, hand me over to ISKCON. ISKCON devotees will take care of me very nicely. Established. So then he did, he called the devotees and all of that. Now, very interesting pastime after that. I'll tell few pastimes that Jagannath did. So Guru Maharaj, our Guru Maharaj has given instruction that we will not start worshipping the deity until the whole land thing is finalized. Because this land of the Jagannath was owned by more than 12-14 brothers. Right? So he wanted to make sure that the whole land, everything was this thing. So he gave an instruction that don't start worshipping the deity until we get everything settled in ISKCON's name. But a pujari has already started offering to Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. Doing offering, prasada, bhoga offering. So when he heard Guru Maharaj say this, then he immediately stopped the offering. So that night when he was sleeping, he had a dream where he saw Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra walking in the field. And then so he started running away and saying, hey Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, where are you going leaving the temple? Right? He said, where are you going leaving the temple? And then Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra said, we are going to Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir. There they do nice offering. Here you are not giving us food, so we are going there. So then the pujari next day woke up and then ran to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj said, no, if you have already started, I didn't know that you have started, I gave instruction. But if you have already started, you should continue. And then one more pastime is, before when Pratik Chatterjee, when he used to do worship, that time it was a very small temple, no electricity. It is a very small village, Now only all this electricity, all of this have come. So few college students, some or other, they have heard that Jagannath is here, and very powerful. Somebody told, so they came. It was, winter time, it was dark already. So they couldn't see Jagannath. So then they asked the pujari, they said, this Jagannath is so nice. We came from so long to have darshan. We can't even see him. Why is this Jagannath even not allowing us to see him? After telling this, they started walking away. The pujari was doing arati at that time. So he did the fire, the deepa arati. And then he kept it down. And as soon as he kept it down, that deepa that he did, The fire became like 6 feet tall and it was so effulgent they can see. Then Pujari ran behind those college boys and called and came and said, see, please see. So Jagannath was, reciprocating. There are many other pastimes that Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra have done. One other pastime is, I told this to the other boys the other day. So you see that there is a mango grove nearby. So the owner of that mango grove had a problem that somebody was stealing the mangoes all the time. So he tried, so the security guard tried and tried. One night he said, some or other I'll catch whoever is stealing. So he was hiding and waiting in the night. And then he saw 2 boys entering and stealing the mangoes. So he started chasing. They were running, chasing. Finally he caught one of the boys' sacred thread, and then he pulled it and the sacred thread broke, but the boys ran away. And he saw them entering the temple and locking it. So he was thinking, okay, tomorrow morning I'll come. So next day he came to the Pujari and said, where are your 2 Brahmana sons? They are rascals, they are stealing mangoes from my farm. Pujari saying, what boys? I am not even married. How can I have sons? They said, no, I have proof. Then he showed the sacred thread that he caught yesterday. It was made on golden sacred thread. So the Pujari was amazed. Then he ran inside and he saw that Jagannath's sacred thread was missing. So then realized it was Jagannath Baladev himself going and stealing the mangoes. So Guru Maharaj then made arrangements to purchase the farm. And then now every year they offer the mangoes. And I have tasted the mangoes. I can tell you, in my life I have never tasted mangoes like that from this farm. Very amazing. One other pastime, there was a Muslim lady, old lady, she had a twin grandson and granddaughter. And suddenly they started losing eyesight. Right? They went to all the doctors, Calcutta and everything. Normal poor family, they sold even their farm, simple farm, spent money, everything, nothing working. The doctor said it's a hopeless case. But somebody told that lady that you come and see this Jagannath. Now since Jagannath is very special, the mood that in which he interacts, every deity has a particular mood. Prabhupada says, if you are a pujari, you should know the mood of the deity. Right? So the deity has a very special mood. So she came, this Jagannath likes to do loving exchange. Even though it's devotional, like you have to promise him something, then he'll give you something back. He likes to do that with you. That's his way of interacting. So then this lady came, then somebody said you have to promise something. So she is a very poor lady, everything they have already sold. So she told Jagannath, if you give my grandkids their eyes back, I will offer you a mirror for you to see yourself. So after she prayed and left, within a week both the kids' eyesight came back. Completely no. And the doctors had no explanation how it happened. So the lady came and she offered a mirror to the Lord. So you see, Rajapur Snana Yatra happens once a year, right? That's a Snana Vedi, right? And that time everybody is allowed to do Abhishekam for the Lord. And the whole people, you see that there is a mosque next and there are a bit of Muslim area. All the local Muslims, I have seen this personally. I have attended 3-4. I've seen this personally. I've seen Muslims, they will wear a lungi and all, but they will go to Ganga, take bath with a wet clothes. They will keep a pot of water in their head and come and do Abhishekam for Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. That's how powerful this Jagannath is. There is no end to the Leela. One more very interesting Leela is, this was told by a Gurukul boy. I heard it personally from him. So he came here, he was a very small boy. This is a very small temple, like very few people come here. Now it has become famous. So he was here, nobody else was there. Pujari had gone behind. He saw this beautiful necklace of Subhadra and he thought, very small boy. So he said, I want it. Nobody was around, so he walked into the altar and he was about to take the necklace of Subhadra Maharani, and from somewhere he saw a Gada coming and hitting him. And he told me this, he flew 10 feet and fell halfway into this temple hall. Baladev didn't allow the boy to touch Subhadra's necklace. So the Lord reciprocates. One other story.
Did that happen with that boy who told you?
Yes. I personally, when we came in a parikrama, he attended the parikrama with us and he explained. One other story is before we built the temple, you see that Lord Shiva temple that behind, next to that, they used to have a small hut, right? Inside Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra was kept, right? There was no proper facility and all of that. So those days offering, a pujari will cook in Radha Madhav kitchen. Behind Radha Madhav there is a kitchen, temple. There they will cook and the pujari will come and offer it here. Okay, they will offer it here. So those days no car and all for ISKCON, only cycle you have to carry everything in. So the pujari carried all it in different carrier, came, he put the leaf and he served all the bhoga and he was about to offer. Then he realized he forgot tulsi. He was thinking, how do I offer without tulsi? Now I can't take everything back. If I leave it here and go, a dog will come and may touch because there were a lot of dogs living nearby. What will I do? So he didn't know what to do. So he offered it. And then he came out, he prayed to Jagannath, please accept it. And he was sitting and doing his Gayatri. And after the Gayatri, he went and opened the door to release the offering. And in the rice, there was almost 2 feet Tulsi Maharani.
2 feet.
Yes, big Tulsi Maharani. She has manifested herself so that the bhoga can be offered, accepted by the Lord. Jagannath does a lot of pastimes. There was one other pastime there's one, those days it was a very simple temple with all these, dilapidated things and all of that. No, I'll tell one more story. There was one rickshaw fellow. Now you see how the Toto drivers, before there used to be rickshaw, pedaling rickshaw. So during one of the Baladev's, during one of the, not festival, one time they brought devotees, the rickshawala brought devotees, 2-3 rickshawalas came together. So 2 rickshawalas came, they had darshan, they took prasadam and gave to the other rickshawala. The other rickshawala was a Muslim. So when the pujari gave him the prasadam, he threw it down saying, I don't eat idols, food and all. So the next day, the pujari was doing service and this Muslim rickshawala came and he begged the pujari, can you please give me some prasadam? Why? Yesterday you threw it down. Yesterday you threw it down. Why you today need it? Shivagati Prabhu. Why today you are asking for prasadam? Then the rickshawala said, yesterday in my dream, you see this white fellow, white person? He came, he sat in my chest, and he started choking me. And then you see this yellow lady, he didn't even know the name. This yellow lady, she said, yes, kill him. He offended our brother's prasadam, kill him. But then this black fellow, he came. He didn't know it's his first offense, so let's forgive him. So they forgive me, so you please give me prasadam. So like that he came and took prasadam. One more prasadam related pastime. There is a god here, his name is Prahlad Prabhu. Prahlad Prabhu, once on Balaram Purnima, the pujari gave him a pot of prasadam. Now what this god he did, he kept it next to him and he slept off. Okay. And when he woke up, he saw a dog has eaten that prasadam. So in his heart he knew that he has to pay for the offense because he has. So that night when he was sleeping, Jagannath came this time and he said, you have offended my brother prasadam. Baladev is the greatest. You have offended his prasadam. So punishment for you is death. Then Baladev said, no, let's be merciful to him. Jagannath said, okay, I will allow you to live, but you have to follow 10 instructions. So Jagannath gave him 10 instructions, out of which 5 are very confidential. The other 5, I don't remember all of them, but one of them is, he should not allow anything to be taken from the compound away. Okay, so like that he gave many instructions for him to follow. See, the moral of the story, I remember first time when Gurukul teacher, one of the Gurukul teacher came to my house. He gave me Jagannath Prasadam and I had just woken up. So I took it, kept it, and I said I was about to go and brush my teeth. And then Prabhu said, "Have you not read Chaitanya Charitamrita?" I said, "Yes, Prabhu." Then he said, "Don't you know what Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya did when he got the Mahaprasad?" He said, the rule for Jagannath Prasadam is, as soon as you get in a hand, you should eat it. So like that, there are many pastimes Jagannath has done. There was once a lady came to Jagannath and she was almost about to, in the later half of her 30s, a lady. She was in the later half of her 30s and she was not married. So she came to Jagannath. Huh? So it was, she thought nobody was there. So she told only Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, I am not married for so long. Will you not help me get married? But the pujari was behind Jagannath. And so he said from inside, you will get married soon. And then this lady was little ashamed. But within a week or within a very short time, she got betrothed to one of the richest man in this area. So later after she got married, she came here and she gave a big donation to Jagannath. So that lady, she prayed loudly talking that, will you not help me get married? And the pujari was behind doing some service. So he replied, you will get married soon. And it happened. Jagannath had talked to her. Very quickly she got married to one of the richest man in this whole area. And so she came and gave a big donation for the Lord. So this Jagannath's mood is very unique. He likes to interact with the devotees very deeply. Maybe I can share my own personal interaction. So I came here for my parikram. And that time Guru Maharaj was there with us, Chandimas Prabhu, All of them were sharing many pastimes. So then I was thinking, then I went to Jagannath and I told him. I didn't tell him, I challenged him actually. I said that I heard so many stories about you. Let's see whether you can make me a good, at least a normal devotee. So then I said, a sign of somebody becoming a devotee is surrendering to a spiritual master. Right? So if you are really powerful, then let's see whether you can make me surrender to my spiritual master. And I prayed that and I left. Exactly 1 year after that, we had come as a group for Vyas Puja, Guru Maharaj Vyas Puja. At that time, so initially what used to happen is, Guru Maharaj Vyasa Puja will run for 3 days, 3-4 days. One day will be full initiation ceremony. Thousands of devotees will take initiation during Vyasa Puja. So that year the committee, thank you, Hare Krishna. Today also you get the mala. So that year, Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, Sankarshan Nitai Prabhu, others in the committee, they requested Guru Maharaj, let's not have initiation this year. Because we are not able to manage the Vyasa Puja, thousands of devotees coming for Vyasa Puja and arranging for initiation ceremony. Both is not possible. So the committee decided no initiations anymore for Vyasa Puja. So Guru Maharaj will give like other festivals but not for Vyasa Puja. So when I came, I was thinking, okay, this year nothing. The day before the Vyasa Puja, my mentor Chaitanya Avatari Prabhu called me and told me, write exam question paper. I was thinking, what? So night 10 o'clock I started writing the exam question paper and I finished it at night 12 and I was still confident nothing is going to happen next day. So, so I was really confident that nothing was going to happen. Then like 12:30, they called me for interview, night 12:30 in JPS office. And so what had happened was, I understood it next day. Guru Maharaj have told a devotee, he had called that devotee a Pujari, a Brahmana, and he told him that without anybody knowing, you organize a yajna in front of Rajapur Jagannath. And without the whole committee knowing, he did a secret initiation here. Okay. First time, generally Guru Maharaj always does all his initiation in Radha Madhav in the main campus. First time in Vyasa Puja, he actually did an initiation ceremony here. And I was initiated here. Exactly 1 year to the date I prayed, I challenged rather. So Jagannath, you have to be very careful. Whatever you desire, the Lord will give. I can tell you this. Whatever you desire, the Lord, but be careful. I told that story, right? The desire tree story. This Jagannath is extremely powerful. Whatever you desire, the Lord will give. But you should also promise the Lord something in return. He likes to interact with the devotees that way, right? And if you have seen this Jagannath, you don't have to go to Jagannath Puri. The Lord is here. This is non-different from Jagannath Puri. And Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra are here personally. So there are another 20-30 pastimes. But if we do not have time today, so we'll have darshan for a few more minutes. If time permits, we'll come tomorrow and hear more pastimes. Right? There are unlimited pastimes of the Jagannath. Right? The devotees have had so many pastimes with the Lord that we can keep talking about it the whole day. Okay? Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maiya ki.
Jai.
That's Jayaprada Mataji's. She is doing parikram. No, these are